If it's a day called today, we're talking guitars and life. Okay, well, welcome back, my friends, to another episode of Ted Talks Guitars and Guitar Necks. That's not a thing. No, it's not a thing. Yeah. So we are continuing the saga that is the vintage Peavey restoration project. So what we're going to do in this video is we are going to determine whether or not we will be staining and finishing this guitar neck in black, brown, gun barrel, Canadian maple stain, and we'll also consider whether or not we will darken this fretboard. This is an unfinished guitar neck. If you hang out on the channel, you already have seen some adventures about this. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Come and hang out with us anytime at Ted Talks Guitars and Life. And so, my friends, we have a guitar neck. A lot of chatter in the background because it is Saturday and my family is doing their Saturday thing, Jack. Alright, so let's talk about stain options. We have the gun stock 321 by Minwax wood finish. We have Varathane classic black stain. And we have the Saman wood stain. So Saman wood stain is a new product that I saw online, of course, where we see everything. It is supposed to be an odorless wood stain. No need for a conditioner, just one coat, it says. Does not raise the wood grain, no overlapping marks, and it is supposed to be or marketed as odorless. So we'll see about that. So what I'm thinking right now, so I have a serendipitous opportunity in that I don't like the bare wood in the truss rod hole. Okay, so what I was thinking about doing initially, I really wanted to see if I could use, what did I do with that? This guy can never find anything. I know, man, it's such a small shop. It's just my study. I was hoping that I would be able to, I know that this is not a Peavey, okay? I'm not trying to pass it off as Peavey, but because my friend's guitar was a Peavey Nitro, I had hoped that I would be able to affix this on the headstock thusly. However, this top hole would be problematic, and I don't know. What do you guys think about this? How weird would that be? Again, I'm not trying to pass it off as a Peavey. I just want to carry as much of the history of this guitar, not this neck, but the guitar itself. And the project, as you know, if you hang on the channel, there's a full playlist below of everything that we've done up until this point. Jack, this guitar was my friend's prized possession. He even took his, I think it was his high school yearbook photo with it, with the guitar body, not this neck. And so I was just thinking, man, it'd be super cool if we could capture a little of that magic of the glory days, you know, so to speak. So I don't know, I'll come back and revisit that. There's really not, I could put the 2 screws here in the wood, but the 3rd screw on the top, there's really no wood to go into. So, hey man, put it in the comments. I can always come back and do that later, but I just thought it would be cool to carry a little piece of history with us. So, I have been wanting to try this Canadian maple stain for a while. Because I've got some other guitar necks that I would like to investigate this stain for. The black I've used before, it didn't work out, but I have used it on another project. The gun stock is very, very light. So yeah, so I thought what might be cool, I've got some cheat sheet notes over here. Truss rod neck, headstock, black, question mark. So that is the question. Whether or not we're going black or we're going kind of brown on this deal. Or Canadian maple, as it were, or gun stock, as it were, or some variation or mixture of those. Excuse me. It's morning time and coffee is good. We don't edit anything. That was an editorial mark. We're not going to edit that out. He's just drinking coffee. Okay. So, what I thought we might want to do is drop a little bit of that Canadian maple stain right in here and see what happens. And if we were to accidentally get some on the headstock, ooh, that might tell us what it would look like on there as well. So, I've never used this product before. How you guys doing, man? Man, I seriously, dudes, I pray, man, that your day is filled, man, with people you love and things you dig, that you're digging what you do and doing what you dig, my brothers and sisters, boys and girls, friends and family. I need some gloves, Jack. I need some gloves. This guy in the gloves. Well, you know, safety first and all that. This apparently is supposed to be a little bit more eco-friendly and a little bit easier to clean than traditional stains. Guess we'll see about that when Ted gets a hold of it, won't we? But I'm just going to attempt, and the key word is attempt, at Ted Talks Guitars and Life. Oh, nice camera shaking. Dang it. Oh, I've got a new desk and it's just not. I mentioned that it was Saturday and it's kind of chaos around here, so I apologize for any. Oh, wow, look at that, man. Just straight up out the gate. No seal or anything on that bad boy. Well, I guess that's all right by me if it's all right with them. So I'm going to pour, or attempt to pour, just a smidge into this Powerade lid, I guess. Without, that's probably way too much. Of course it is. Who saw that coming? We all saw it coming. We all did see it coming. Thank you very much. He's so heavy-handed with stuff. Yes, yes, yes. Bull in a china closet, heavy-handed, blah, blah, blah. All right. So, okay, my friends, this is, as always, a good time to say nothing that I do is prescriptive for you, just descriptive of my journey. I was going to do something that I thought better of, and that something was, I think I want to throw a little bit of tape around this truss rod hole just in case I get really sloppy with the stain. Now, if you listen really close in the background, you can hear my daughter's work phone call. That's always exciting. Always exciting. She's a hard worker, my daughter, man. She's been through a lot of trial and adversity in her life, man, and I'm just super proud of her. Okay, so here we go. We are going to do this. He's putting way too much tape on that. I know, right? It's That's really crazy. Oh, nope, no goatee shot. I'm zoomed in. You missed it. Okay, so somewhere in there we have a truss rod hole, and we have it somewhat taped off. Hopefully I can avoid any drippage. And I do want to accidentally get some on the headstock because I want to see what that might look like. So I'm going to use a Q-tip, although not a lint-free apparatus, I understand. I'm just curious how this wood is going to react. That's all. That's all we're doing. It's just a test. Don't panic. Wow, that is dark and rich, man. Well, see? See, guys? Every once in a while, man, I might come up with a good tip, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, man, trying to avoid the truss rod itself, of course, I believe that the tip of taping off that truss rod hole was a good tip. I need just a little bit more of this bad boy right here. I need to get in here a little bit closer, as it were. On the, I'm sorry, guys. I know. Look, I know you can't see everything I'm doing. Okay, so that's all right. I'm doing exactly what you think I'm doing. I'm putting stain in a hole. So yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a test with this dowel rod. I've got some 400 here. It's unfinished. The guitar neck is unfinished. Because, you know, being able to see in that hole, truss rod hole, probably not the best way of considering what this stain is going to look like. So I'm going to start here, and then if I feel froggy, we may or may not do the heel of the neck. So I'm just going to do this. And because I would probably then immediately wipe it off, I'm going to immediately wipe it off. There we go. So I think, it looks like a cigarette. That's funny. I think that'll probably look all right. What do you guys think? Now, is it darker than this? Yeah, see, it's darker than that too. So let me do a little bit of this action right here. Okay. Oh man, whoops. I guess. Guys, don't wipe something off with something that has stain on it unless you want that stain to be there, Jack. All right, well, I've got a paper towel, and I've got a 400 area here. I'm just going to dip a little bit of the paper towel in there. And a lot of guys, what they do is they will create like a little dapper kind of a thing. All right, let's do that. And I'm just going to do this. Huh. Now, what do you think? What do you think? Is that a good color for a neck? Is that better than this? I think it's definitely better than this. We could also try the gun barrel stock, and we could try the black. About that. Let's see. Yeah. Now the gun barrel stock I know is very super light. I mean this, it'll make that look like it's black. You know, so. Alright, well, let me collect my thoughts about all this. And maybe we'll figure it out. Well, so here's what I did. I took the Canadian maple and I put it on and immediately wiped it off, and I got this color. Then I put it on and let it sit longer, and the edges are rough because I wasn't really concerned with how it looked. I just wanted to see if it sat on the board a little bit longer, would it get darker, which it did. It says it's a one coat product. So, where are you? Wow. It says it's a one coat product. So I just wanted to check that out. For sure, because you know, you never can tell, right? So then I did the Minwax gun stock. I can't see that either. Then I did the Minwax gun stock. 320, 231. Get it straight, man. And so, same process. I put it on, immediately wiped it off, and I got this. Put it on and left it on there for, I don't know, a minute or two. Wiped it off, and I got darker. I tried the black. Didn't dig either one of that. Okay. So, I'm trying to decide at this point which shade I prefer. I believe that I'm digging this right here. I kind of like the, man, it's kind of, I like the coffee look here and even there. I don't like this. I do like that. So, what's it gonna be, man? What's it gonna be? So the other thing I did while we were chatting is, so this is the Canadian maple stain. Put on, immediately wiped off. Put on, let it sit for a minute, and it's ugly because I just let it build up and then I just wiped it off. So I'm looking at this and I'm thinking headstock color. And I'm thinking this. Or I don't think I can do that because it's already, I'd have to sand it completely and start over. I do think I can get here. That almost matches the color, right? The guitar body is kind of metallic green. Well, it's color shift. So it's green, it's copper, it looks black in some light. So what color is it? I don't know. So yeah, so I'm thinking we're going to try the Canadian Maple Dark. Now what I don't know is if it'll stain this board up here. And I don't know if I should tape the frets off, although I suspect I should. Yeah. Okay, well I've got to sand this neck and get it down to staining preparedness. So let me do that. Well, as always, wherever you are in your guitar journey, I pray it's a long, smooth, safe, joy-filled ride for you, Jack. Rock on with your bad selves, everybody. We'll catch you down the road.